busy. I'm actually looking at the board right now.
Writing down.
But Bjorn's here, so I'm like, if I got this board, I have things to do.
I don't have to be angry to fight somebody. It's what I like to do.
Yeah. Re-iron shirt for tonight. Huh? Yeah, we're live. So that's a while ago.
Not bad yourself.
Yeah. Where are you going to be standing?
I'm going to be right over there.
Yeah,
by
you
the
go right to the left. You definitely threw it off.
Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon and welcome to Casino Rama, Ontario, Canada, as BELLATOR Fighting Championships for the second time in 2012 returns here to Rama, Ontario, Canada. Third time in Canada so far in 2012. If you're joining us in the live stream, these are the official weigh-ins for tomorrow night's BELLATOR Fighting Championships 79. Tomorrow night, if you're here locally, doors will open at 6 o'clock. The first fights hit spike.com at 7 o'clock Eastern Time. At 8 o'clock Eastern, we go live on MTV2 and Epix. And for those viewers here in Canada, don't forget you can always watch BELLATOR Fighting Championships on the Score. Tomorrow night, BELLATOR 79, we start the featherweight and heavyweight semifinal rounds in our Season 7 tournaments, plus an action-packed card featuring Douglas Lima and Ryan Ford. It all happens tomorrow night. Score, MTV2, and Epix. I'm cage announcer Michael Williams, and joining me on stage, as always, the lovely ladies from BELLATOR Fighting Championships, Mercedes and Jade. All this weekend's action, today's weigh-ins, and tomorrow night's action, all sanctioned by the Office of Athletics Commissioner. Overseeing is Mr. Ken Hayashi. Joining us momentarily on stage, the chairman and CEO of BELLATOR Fighting Championships, Mr. Bjorn Rebney. And now, if you join me in welcoming the gentleman who will bring the fighters to the scale, this is one half of the team. Fight commentator on MTV2 and Epix. Give it up, please, for Mr. Jimmy Smith.
Thank you so much. Always great coming to Canada. Let's get the weigh-ins started. Starting out at 155 pounds, the lightweight division. Josh Pulsifer versus Magomedrasul Haspolayev. First to the scale out of Tulsa, Oklahoma. Please welcome Josh Pulsifer. An outstanding record, 17-7, veteran of the Midwest circuit. Official weight? 155.4 for Josh Pulsifer. And his opponent, all the way from Dagestan, Russia, please welcome Magomedrasul Haspolayev. A BELLATOR veteran with a record of 17-5. Official weight? 155.4 for Magomedrasul Haspolayev. They'll be kicking it off for us, ladies and gentlemen, at 155 pounds. Give it up for him, Josh Pulsifer and Magomedrasul Haspolayev. Our second fight of the night. Remember, you can check it out on Bellator.com, Spike.com. Vladimir Starshenkov versus Vitaly Minakov. A heavyweight battle, 265. Please welcome to the scale first from Laval, Quebec, Vladimir Starshenkov. Undefeated in his young career, 3-0. Heavyweights have to make weight. Official weight? 260.2 for Vladimir Starshenkov. And his opponent from Russia, please welcome to the scale, Vitaly Minakov. Also undefeated, 8-0. As they say, someone's O has to go. I think that's a great thing. Official weight is 245.8 for Vitaly Minakov. The big boys, our second fight of the night. Give it up for him. Vladimir Starshenkov versus Vitaly Minakov. Next up, a catchweight bout, 173 pounds. Chris Franck versus Marcos Aurelio. First to the scale out of Montreal, Quebec, Canada, Chris Franck. Undefeated 3-0. Official weight is 172.2 for Chris Franck. And his opponent out of Vancouver, British Columbia, please welcome Marcos Lelo Aurelio. Outstanding record, 6-1. A specialist in capoeira. That means some exciting kicks Friday night. Stepping on the scale, official weight is 170.4 for Marcos Aurelio. We'll have our two fighters square off in front. Give it up for him. Chris Franck versus Marcos Aurelio. And please welcome our next non-televised fight, Johnny Carson versus Guillaume De Lorenzi. Please welcome first to the scale from Broken Arrow, Oklahoma, Johnny Carson. Record of 10-5. This fight at 155 pounds. 1 pound allowance means 156. Official weight 155.6 for Johnny Carson. And his opponent from Montreal, Quebec, Canada, Guillaume De Lorenzi. Undefeated 9-0, an impressive record. Canadian fans love seeing their hometown boys fight. It'll be no different tomorrow night. Target weight is 156. Official weight 155.6 for Guillaume De Lorenzi. Let's give it up for him at 155 pounds. Johnny Carson versus Guillaume De Lorenzi. And our next local bout, the heavyweights, 265 pounds, Ed Carpenter versus Josh Appel. First to the scale from Chicago, Illinois, please welcome Ed Carpenter. Record of 5-3. Target weight 265, official weight 236.6 for Ed Carpenter. And his opponent from Yuba City, California, please welcome Josh Appelt. Record of 7-2. Official weight is 256.2 for Josh Appel. Let's give it up for the big boys, 265 pounds, Ed Carpenter versus Josh Appel, ladies and gentlemen. Now on to our televised portion of the show. Our first fight, 170 pounds, Kyle Baker versus Ryan Ford. Please welcome to the scale from Harrisonburg, Virginia, Kyle Baker. Record of 12-6. Official weight 170.8 for Kyle Baker. Now you're on TV. You got to get interviewed now. Taking on a very explosive fighter, very popular fighter here in Canada, Ryan Ford. What can the fans expect out of this fight tomorrow night?
It's going to be a great fight. You know, we fight similar to the way, he fights similar to the way I do, so it's going to be exciting. It's going to be a war.
And his opponent from Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, please welcome Ryan Ford. Bellator veteran with a record of 18-4. Known for his aggression and his powerful striking, always going for the knockout. Stepping on the scale, official weight is
169.8.
169.8 for Ryan Ford. Ryan, you're always an exciting fighter anyway, but fighting here in Canada, I know that adds something to this fight for you.
Yeah, putting it on in front of my hometown, well, not my hometown, but my home country, it's always good, and you know what to expect, nothing less but the real deal when I step in that cage.
And you're going to see it Friday night, the real deal. Give it up for him, Kyle Baker versus Ryan Ford. Next up, a catchweight fight, 180 pounds. Kobe, the Stunner Ortiz versus Douglas, the Phenom Lima. Please welcome to the scale out of Scottsdale, Arizona, Kobe, the Stunner Ortiz. A record of 13-3, making his Bellator debut. Official weight 179.8 for Kobe, the Stunner Ortiz. Kobe, step on back, man. Kobe, who's going to get stunned Friday night? You're taking on a very talented fighter in Douglas Lima. Tell us what's going to happen tomorrow night.
I'm going to come out real aggressive. I know he has a good stand-up and some good jiu-jitsu. I'm going to try to steal a lot of takedowns and just grind with him and throw some heavy punches. And hopefully it's a good fight, guys.
And his opponent, please welcome from Atlanta, Georgia, Douglas, the Phenom Lima. A Bellator tournament champion at welterweights. Known for his knockout power and his slick jiu-jitsu. Making his return to the Bellator cage. A record of 21-5. Official weight 179.4 for Douglas Lima. Douglas, you're known for your knockouts, you're known for your aggression, coming off a disappointing fight against a champion Ashton. What do you want to show the fans Friday night?
Just super excited to be back, back in the cage. It's been a while. Man, I just can't wait to fight, man. It's going to be a good show, I'm just excited about it.
And it's going to be an exciting fight between two excited fighters. Giving up for him, Kobe, the Stunner Ortiz versus Douglas, the Phenom Lima. Next up, our featherweight tournament semifinal. Shabulat Shamalayev versus Mike Richmond. First to the scale from Omsk, Russia, Shabulat Shamalayev. Very impressive in the opening round, winning via TKO, vicious ground and pound. Record of 9-1. Official weight 145.6 for Shabulat Shamalayev. You looked very impressive in your Bellator debut. Now taking on a very different kind of striker, fast hands, fast feet. What's in store for him tomorrow night? What are the fans going to see?
Ты очень хорошо, впечатлительно выступил в Беллаторе в первый раз. У тебя будет очень интересный оппонент в этот раз. Что завтра увидят твои фанаты?
Ну, два ударника, я думаю, будет интересный бой. Перестреляемся в стойке.
Two strikers. It's going to be a fireworks tomorrow. For sure.
You heard it, and the other half of that fireworks display. Please welcome to the scale out of Rosemont, Minnesota, Mike Richmond. A record of 12-1, known for his lightning fast hands. We knew he could punch. Found out in the opening round he can kick too. Outstanding striker. Now in the semifinal round, a knockout win, of course, in the quarterfinals against Jeremy Spoon. A knockout in the opening minute of the first round. Official weight, 145.2 for Mike Richmond. Mike, so far in Bellator, you've made your name on your stunning highlight reel knockouts. Does that continue tomorrow night?
Oh, absolutely. It's going to be fireworks. Like you said, it's showtime, baby.
Two fighters that love to bang. This one will not disappoint. Shabulat Shamalayev versus Mike Richmond, ladies and gentlemen. Featherweight semifinal. And that isn't all. The heavyweight tournament semifinal tomorrow night. Richard Rare Breed Hale versus Tiago Big Monster Santos. Please welcome to the scale from Tempe, Arizona, Richard Rare Breed Hale. And the opening round showed that he has knockout power in the heavyweight division. Official weight, 238.4 for Rich Rare Breed Hale. Rich, an outstanding performance in the quarterfinal round, but you said you're feeling a little disrespected by your opponent. Tell me about that, man.
Well, he's coming out saying he's going to knock me out. It's going to be quite the fight for him, so I look forward to it. Outside of that, I'm really ready. I'm just anxious. You know, I'm all amped up already. I just want to get this fight on the road and get things moving because I got to get to that belt.
Gotcha, and a big step leading to that belt. Please welcome to the scale from Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, Tiago Big Monster Santos. A record of 11-1. Quarterfinal round, we learned he can come back from a nut shot and fight in the next round. That's important. Official weight, 265 on the dot for Tiago Big Monster Santos. You're used to taking on big fighters, guys with a lot of athleticism, but you're fighting a very fast fighter in Richard Rare Breed Hale. How's this fight going to go tomorrow night?
Você é acostumado a lutar contra lutadores que têm muita força, mas agora que você vai lutar um lutador que é mais rápido, como é que você vai lidar com isso?
Eu tenho costume de lutar com força, com velocidade, então para mim é normal isso.
He's used to fighting people with power and with speed, so that's no problem. That's normal.
We'll see if it's a normal fight for him tomorrow night. Give it up for the big boys. Richard Rare Breed Hale versus Tiago Big Monster Santos. Our heavyweight semifinal. Give it up for him. Good stare down. It's going to be a great fight. Do not miss it. Thank you so much, Canada. It's good to be back.
Jimmy Smith, thank you very much. Mercedes, Jade, Mr. Repney, thank you very much. All the members of the local commission, we thank you. For those that have joined us live here at the official weigh-in for Bellator 79, we thank you as well. For those joining us on the live stream, join us tomorrow night on MTV2. And, of course, Epics. And if you're in Canada, you can see it on the score. Bellator 79 will kick off the featherweight and heavyweight semi-final rounds. Tickets still available at Ticketmaster or at the box office right here at Casino Rama. Tomorrow night, we'll see you at Bellator 79.